All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another one, y'all. Back with another post-fight discussion video. All right, y'all. Iasmine Lucindo gets a split decision win over Marina Rodriguez. This is the one fight I could see going either way. I made a switch to Marina last minute, and you could see why. You could see why in this fight, but we all know the story with Marina. Once she gets taken down, she's losing the round. And that's how I went in this fight. You know, I thought Marina's stand-up game would be too much for Iasmine. You know, going back and looking at it, you know, looking at Iasmine's stand-up and just looking at her distance management overall. You know, Lucindo, she throws a lot of loopy punches. And for Marina, with a better striking formula, I figured she was going to have some fun in there, which she did at times. But what cost Marina is the same thing in every fight, like usual, was her lack of takedown defense and just accepting the position to be on her back. You know, a couple of times she put herself in trouble going for the tie clinch, and that gave Lucindo chances to take her down. I mean, overall, you know, this was another close fight, another close competitive fight. I thought that Marina did enough to win, but once you're on your back, once you just put on your back like that round after round, judges, they look at that. And that was the downfall in this fight. Again, like I said, I thought Lucindo was going to look a little bit sharper on the feet, but you know, I thought there was going to be like a improvement, you know, but she still looks the same on the feet, which I'm going to talk about here in a minute. But yeah, the first round, man, right away, I thought Marina looked good. You know, she was finding the range, stopping a lot of the kick attempts from Lucindo because she just knew her range better, just backing Lucindo up to see what Lucindo had. You know, Iasmine Lucindo, she doesn't really throw straight strikes, like I said, so Marina could just see everything coming and just time her and step back out of range. Marina woke her up a couple of times with a clean right hand, you know, how she stepped over and just landed a hard right and then pivot out. And that's the pace that I knew Marina would set. But, of course, Lucindo, she didn't want to play that game for too long, especially when Marina cracked Lucindo just like right on the top of the head and dropped her. And then I was like, okay, that's about to be it. That's about to be it. That's what I was talking about. But Marina, she made a bad mistake. This is where we saw Marina's IQ kick in, too. You know, she made a bad mistake, went in for a clinch instead of creating space. You know, she went in for that clinch, and what happened? You giving that fighter a chance to take you down, and she let Lucindo take her down. So the takedown, to me, didn't win Lucindo the round, to me. But that was a bad mistake on Marina's part. You know, stupid mistake where she stepped in instead of creating space. So when she got taken down, again, what happened? Put on her back, couldn't get up. Second round, the lack of jab from Marina. You know, the lack of the jab from Marina, you know, that's what keeps her behind in these fights. And I think that's why her opponents, they can always still find that way inside on her. You know, surprisingly, you know, not enough leg kicks either from both sides. Marina, you know, she was still laying those hard strikes, but again, going into that clinch, you know, she was, to me, she was throwing Lucindo's rhythm off when she would fight at a distance. Because you could see, like, Lucindo's eyes, they were bugging out a couple of times. Like, in the first round, when she got hit with a few of those right hands, Lucindo's eyes, they were wide open. Like, she was wide awake. But once Marina would go in that tie clinch, she was giving her too much of a chance. You know, she was giving Lucindo too much of a chance. So Lucindo knew that all she had to do was lock onto that body and take Marina down. And again, Marina was stuck. You know, Lucindo got the takedown with like 2 minutes left in the round, so she secured the round. You know, I don't know though. You know, Lucindo was using a lot of like eye attacks too. You know, that's what was crazy too. Like, instead of ground and pound, she was trying to do these little dirty tactics. And at one point I was like, okay, why is she getting stood up? You know, but that's what it was. Like, she wasn't landing ground and pound because she was rubbing her chin in Marina's eyes. You know, it was done like a couple of times. That's why the ref, he did stand him up. You know, Lucindo, she was getting a little dirty in there. Like, she won the second round otherwise, but she won that. She was getting a little dirty in there. Again, the third round was the decider in this fight as well. I think Marina needed a knockout at this point just to secure it and get a clear-cut victory. Lucindo, she didn't waste any time this round trying to strike. She took Marina down right away. But this was a chance to save Marina, see, because Marina had a chance. So she let go again because Lucindo, again, wasn't using ground and pound. She was using that chin again on the eye, you know, kind of rubbing her chin in the face and the eye of Marina. So the ref, he stood him up. So Marina had that opportunity here, land some good strikes and rights. She did land some good damaging elbows. She needed a KO, like I said, a clean KO. But instead, she kept trying to go for this beat-em-up style, like this tie clinch. She needed to avoid that and just use her power, set up the power and get a clean, quick KO. And that's what I was saying in my keys to victory when we were talking about it the other day in the live. I said, okay, Marina needs to make this clean. You know, she needs to land clean shots. Don't try to rough the girl up because Lucindo's tough. Lucindo can take like one of those beat 'em ups where you coming in there, but the shots that they don't see hurt more, right? So I don't know though, man. I thought Marina landed more damaging shots in the third, you know, even in that heel hook position that Lucindo had. You know, Lucindo was getting hit by some good shots, but again, Lucindo finished on top. You know, in the last 15, 20 seconds, she finished on top. And, you know, we saw Marina in that position again. I don't know. I gave it to Marina 2-1, but definitely not a robbery here. Marina put herself in bad spots and didn't adjust. So, again, it's one of those situations where if you don't like what decision was read, then, you know, you knew what you had to do. You're the only one to blame here, right? So, yeah, moving forward, looking at Iasmine Lucindo first, a lot of work needs to be done. You know, don't call her overhyped or overrated or anything like that. Lucindo still had a good game plan as far as, you know, locking the body and getting the takedowns to secure a win. But her striking, man, like her striking, she needs to work on that. Not enough straight punches. She came in with the longer reach, but she didn't throw a long jab. She didn't throw a straight right hand. You know, she was struggling in there. She should have been working on, you know, just using her timing to get on the inside. But Marina was actually, you know, outstriking and outpacing her, you know, when it came to that. Had Marina not given her the tie clinches, I don't know, even with the takedowns, like what trouble Iasmine Lucindo would have had getting takedowns had Marina not really stepped in with the tie clinch, right? So I think, yeah, there needs to be a better plan of attack with the stand-up, use that long reach. She needs straighter punches and just kind of work on that in her leg kicks, because both fighters were game for leg kicks in this one. So, yeah, a lot of work on Lucindo's side. I think, yeah, she's definitely going to she's in a good spot. She proved she was there. She can fight against the best fighters like Marina. I don't know if she'll be top 5 yet. Her next couple of fights are going to be deciders on, you know, whether or not she's going to make adjustments or if she's going to be a fighter with a low IQ. But speaking of low IQ, man, Marina Rodriguez, y'all know I love Marina. You know, as a fighter, that's one of my favorites to watch. But that lack of a commitment to takedown defense and just accepting those positions on her back, that's her downfall, man. Like, I can just see her racking up more losses from here, you know. So if she doesn't perfect that, then I don't even know how long she'll be a gatekeeper. Because at least Angela Hill, at where she stands, Angela Hill has perfected her jiu-jitsu. Working with Jenna Bishop, she has perfected her ground game to hang with some of these girls. But Marina, you know, she just gets taken down and survives. You know, she'll just survive. Like, she won't wrestle back. She won't counter grapple. You know, her hip control is just bad. Like, she'll own a fight all day on the feet and look good, but then when she's on her back, it's just like, all right, I ain't got nothing for you. You won this round. That's what it is, Marina. So I don't see her cracking top 5 now. I don't see her getting a title shot. Real truth, until those things are fixed. And at 37 to 38 right now, I don't know if she's going to fix me on. I really don't. Sure, she could beat a few fighters on the come up, but even a rematch of Amanda Ebos, I don't see her winning that fight. I'd like to see her in a fight with Angela Hill next. That'd be a good striking fight. But even then, Angela Hill might surprise her and take her down. So that's just what it is, guys. Iasmine Lucindo needs more work. And Marina Rodriguez, she's got to change some things, but will she change some things? Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.